I want to start actually at the big. Let's actually go to Death Valley because they were booing. They were chanting Friar Byron Kelly. Tom Fornelli, I kind of think this is a Texas A&M story. I think this is a good-ass Texas A&M team. And to bring a conversation that, we were having in our college football Slack room, I think this is probably the most well-rounded Texas A&M team since you and I started working at CBS Sports in 2010.
Yeah, by a lot.
Because we're throwing out a lot of like 90s, right? First time that Texas A&M has been in this kind of position win-loss wise, since the 90s. And of course, the last conference championship that we can point to is back in 1998. I was not covering college football in 1998. I don't have that. I was but a lad in Kenan Stadium with my parents watching.
Staring in the sun.
Yeah, staring in the sun. So I don't have a reference point for this. Offense, defense, special teams, they whooped LSU's ass. Yeah, I kind of think this is a Texas A&M story. We'll get to the Brian Kelly of it all. But, don't you think – am I off base here?
No, they went into Tiger Stadium and they put up 49 points. They were up 31 in the fourth quarter, and they were trailing at halftime. I had sat there and I was worried because, worried's the wrong word, but, they had been playing very well to start the game, and then they suddenly found themselves trailing at halftime. And I thought, oh man, this is going to be this is going to be one of those Aggie performances where they had it and they're going to blow their chance, and it's just not going to go well. And then they just came out in the second half, third quarter, just lit them up. 21 points right out the jump to take firm control of the game and never really let it go. And I mean, this is, we've talked about it. They have a great offensive line. They have a very good defensive line. They've got great skill guys at receiver and running back. They've got a quarterback who can make stuff happen. They're even good on special teams, as we saw with KC Concepcion returning that punt for a touchdown. There isn't really a glaring weakness. Yeah, they will give up points when they're facing very good passing offenses, but that's really the bane of every single team in the country. So it's not really the best way to put it, I honestly think, is I don't know that the Aggies can win a national title. I don't know that they will win the SEC. But they're not going to collapse. They're not going anywhere. Like that typical late half-season swoon that you were used to seeing from the Aggies back in the Big 12 days and even into their SEC days. It's not coming, man, because now, look, they get this win, and you look at their schedule the rest of the way. Next week's game got a lot easier because Bo Pribula won't be playing in it. Mm-hmm. And then it's just it is really difficult to see this team losing more than one game out of its final four. And it's really difficult for them to not see them in Atlanta at this point at a minimum.
To Tom's point, we talk about the flattening of the sport, right? How these teams are not as good as they used to be because the portal, NIL, you just can't stack your roster, quite like you used to be able to do. Who would you not feel good about A&M going up against? To me, it's really only if Ohio State is truly a Death Star, right? Mm-hmm. They still have more tough games coming. They might be, they might not be. If they're not, I mean, who out there looks definitively better than this A&M team right now? I'm not really seeing anybody except for maybe the Buckeyes. Now, it's not saying they're unbeatable. It's not saying they wouldn't be, dogs to Bama if they meet in Atlanta for the SEC title. It's not saying Indiana couldn't hang with them, or if Oregon's playing really well, or take your pick, right? But guys, 11 TFLs for A&M.
Yeah. They were on that ass all night. It was pretty awesome.
That was like a line of scrimmage beatdown, and they survived some of this Tiger Stadium, LSU voodoo stuff to go into half, to Tom's point, they did not have the lead at half. It was 15-14, right? I was like, oh my God. They had a chance to really step on the neck in the first half, didn't do it, came out, they found the neck in the second half and stepped it. I mean, that's really they put the hammer down and found a gear that LSU could just not shift into. That was really impressive. I mean, they got Reed calmed down some. I thought Colin Klein called an excellent game. Really, he was counterpunching everything that Baker, the LSU DC, threw at him. That was a good watch, and I enjoyed the chess match, but it wasn't that good of a chess game. That was pretty one-sided overall. I mean, 150-yard edge in total yards, but I mean, 20 minutes to go, that's pretty much done. That was an ass whipping.
How many backflips were the insides of Aggies fans doing when that punt got blocked? And LSU, it's like
one of those nights.
The whole floor had to drop out from beneath you. You were just that one SpongeBob meme where it's all blurry.
Um,
I mean,
what about the LSU side?
They stink. I mean, their offensive line is terrible.
Yeah.
Gave up 7 sacks, 11 tackles for loss. The offense, I mean, like they came out and they scored that touchdown. They got another touchdown when they were given the short field. But other than that, like they didn't do anything. They finished with 278 yards of offense, 4.2 yards per play. I mean, I don't know, man. It's been the same game all year long. Texas A&M just put their foot on the gas and took it to them, and then the entire crowd is chanting "Fire Kelly" as he's walking off the field, and you could like audibly hear it while Holly Rowe's trying to do the post-game interview.
And it's like they didn't get the offensive line fixed with the portal. That's not really that much of a surprise overall. It is just hard to portal an offensive line if your goal is to go win the SEC or to win the Big Ten, to go win the national title. That's just hard to do, and they don't have the guys up front this year to protect Nuss. And I get why the crowd's chanting that. I mean, you're basically saying, hey, Nuss is going to play in the NFL. Jaden Daniels was just the offensive rookie of the year, right? And won the Heisman. Like, do you feel like Kelly squandered those 4 years? What do you have coming next? Like, I don't feel like you have some stud waiting in the wings. Like, maybe Van Buren is that guy. I don't personally think he is, but I can't say like definitively there's no chance. But like maybe it's college football. Stuff happens. But there's not like an obvious heir apparent where like, yeah, next year we're going to be really good. Like it does feel like, damn, another year, no playoffs, we squandered it again. Like that stinks. And if you're LSU, your goal is to win the national title. Like not making a 12-team field now, that's rough, man.
So is it tomorrow? I mean, that sounds like Robbie Calland buyout. So Brian Kelly buyout, Robbie Calland, CBS Sports. Brian Kelly buyout, Robbie Calland, CBS Sports. I mean, it is a large buyout, but we are in the year of the $50 million buyout, apparently not meaning anything. So,
Scott Woodward's probably going to set a record for athletic director who signed the contracts that combined for the largest buyout ever. Right,
Scott Woodward, for those who aren't keeping
Jimbo
track,
Fisher
was the Texas A&M Jimbo Fisher deal. So Texas A&M now, of course, handing LSU the loss that sends
Scott's
Brian
putting
Kelly
up Chamberlain numbers.
He's the $100 million man, I guess, right? Like that's
gravy.
Yeah.
So I mean,
this is Shohei $5 billion.
This is the off week. Then they play Alabama. That's the thing is when they're back on November 1st, they're going to be off. Then on November 8th, they play Alabama. None of us seem to believe that this LSU team is going to beat Alabama. So do they do it?
I don't know, because there is the bye, and we do see that on bye weeks. But like with Alabama looming, do you want to fire your coach before the Bama game and just kind of give up on it?
Or do you let Brian Kelly wear whatever Bama is?
Yeah. Because, I mean,
it's possible.
I don't know. Like, who would be the interim?
I mean,
Baker.
But
I mean, look, Baker's done a pretty good job with the defense. Like tonight, notwithstanding, it did feel. It felt a little bit like LSU let go of the rope on defense tonight.
Yep.
And they didn't have weeks again, and that's important for them.
Very, yeah. I mean, they're a different defense without him for sure, because they have to ask Perkins to do different things.
Could they save on the buyout? Is it too late to do like a trade with Penn State for James Franklin? Just mitigate the buyouts. Just absorb their contracts.
Are the agents going for that? I don't like they,
Yeah, I was gonna say that I don't know. Minute 11 seems too early for us to dabble in cover 3 speculates on agencies, but boy, what a day! What a day!
Mm-hmm.
what a day for statements. What a day for reports and statements and NFL interest and things of that nature. But maybe more on that later. But yeah. How about this? If I was LSU's athletic director, I think I let Brian Kelly rock this out for a little bit. I would worry about what it would look like for the Alabama game, for some very important games that are still left on the schedule.
Don't they still go play Oklahoma?
Yep.
Yeah. And it's
Are they blocking Oklahoma?
I don't know.
Nope.
But I mean, at
I
least
don't know if Oklahoma's blocking them, but still that
is going to be a fun game.
Yeah. All right. So anything else football wise here on Texas A&M?
Aggies are legit, man.
Yeah.
They're really good. They just so few negative plays. Like they feel very comfortable with what Reed does. They give him a lot of time. Colin Klein schemes it up really well for him. Like he was in his bag. That guy made some money tonight too, for sure.
So I didn't want to push back because I want to make sure that Texas A&M is celebrated. But the other side of who are you taking over Texas A&M is how far ahead do you think they are from the pack? Because I think that is small, which speaks to your great flattening of the sport. Yeah. But it's like, yeah, they're the team that's there right now. But I do think that there are even moments in this game where, not monster, but really, really good and fun, and a fun, really good team. When you're awesome at the line of scrimmage and you've got the kind of skill players that Texas A&M has, it's a fun team to watch play football.
I mean,
No doubt
you
about
put them on a neutral in Atlanta against Alabama and Georgia, you feel pretty good about their chances.
Look, I mean, if they can block LSU, they can block Bama.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Now, granted, Tom's point was they've faced one really good passing offense so far, and that offense scored 40. So I do think Bama would score on them for sure. But they would score on Bama too.
And that's the thing too. Like their next two games, Mizzou and South Carolina, not really passing attacks I'm worried about. Although maybe with their backup, Mizzou looks totally different. I don't know.
And maybe not Texas.
And maybe not